السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. رب زدني علما. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم. I welcome you all to the class of دروس اللغة العربية لغير ناطقين بها. And today, inshallah ta'ala, we are still in the 15th lesson, which is a little long. And this is how many lessons are from now on. Now, from now on, this is how the lessons are, because in each lesson, he'll now bring many points and many rules from here on. So let's, I remember last time we talked about how far enters, and we learned about it enters on ismiya, a nominal sentence. If the jawabu shart is a nominal sentence, or talabiyya, if it's amr nahi or istifham, if it's future, seen or sofa, right? Future, seen, sofa. Ismiya, laysa, and ma, qad, and yeah, ka'annama. Kannama 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then ismiyatun talabitun bijamid wa bima wa biqad wa lan also, right? Lan, right? These are all the places where fa would come. So that is what he's explaining in the. I mean, he wants us to make sentences. He wants us to make do more practice for that. هذه 10 أمثلة للشرط والجواب على أن يكون الجواب في كل واحد منها على النحو التالي. Give 10 examples of shart. Give them example shart with the following as their jawab. على أن يكون الجواب في كل واحد منها على النحو التالي. So first he wants us to give a jumla ismiya. جملة اسمية. So we can look at the answers. من أراد أن يقرأ هذا الكتاب فهو في المكتبة. Whoever wants to read from the book, it is in the library. فهو في المكتبة. So فا كم اسمية. فعلا طلبيا الأمر. Next one is الأمر. إذا رأيت إبراهيم فخذ منه رقم جواله. If you see Ibrahim, take from him his phone number, mobile phone number. رقم جوالي. فخذ. And then فعلا طلبيا بالنهي. We did this last time in detail, right? إذا جاءك بلال فلا تقل له شيئا. If Bilal comes to you, so don't say to him anything. So this is nahi. Then we have istifham. Istifham question. إذا سألني المدير عنك فماذا أقول له. If the principal asks me about you, so what should I say? فماذا أقول له. What should I say to him? مقترنا باللن. مقترنا باللن. That is joined by attached by lan. من لم ينجح في هذا الاختبار البسيط فلن ينجح في الاختبار السنوي. Whoever does not pass in this simple exam will not pass in the final exam. So فلن فاكم. مقترنا بما مهما أنسى فما أنسى قولك الجميل. Whatever I forget, I will never forget your beautiful statement. So all the sentences. مقترنا بسوف. من جاء متأخرا فسوف يشرح له المدرس الدروس السابقة. Whoever came late, so the teacher will explain to him the missed previous lessons. من جاء متأخرا فسوف. مقترنا بالسين. من نسي كتابه فسيجد نسخة منه عند المراقب. Whoever has forgotten his book, he will find a copy of it with the inspector. فعلا جامدا. من يفعل هذا فليس من طلاب جامعتنا. Whoever does this he's not from the students of our university. So ليس also جامد. مقترنا بقد. A verb preceded by قد. من فهم هذا الدرس فقد فهم الكتاب كله. Whoever understood the lesson or understands this lesson, he has understood all of the book. So all, you know, he's giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No? 10. Where fa will come, right? You'll have to have fa, 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 fa for all these things. Next, أدخل كلا من أدوات الشرط الآتية في جملة مفيدة. Now he wants us to practice the أدوات الشرط, the instruments of condition. Like in, man, ma, mahma, mata, aina, ayyu. So we can read the sentences. In tashtahid tanjah. If you work hard, you'll pass. Man yarsub marrataini yufsal. Whoever fails 2 times will be removed. Fasala yafsulu. It's be rusticated. Ma tashrab ashrab. Whatever you drink, I'll drink. Mahma takunin natijatu falan akuffa anid dawa. Whatever is the natija, result, I will not dawa anid dawa. Dawati. I will not stop. Kafa yakufu is to stop or to hold. I'll not stop from the dawa. Mata takhruj akhruj. Whenever you leave, I'll leave. Aina ma kunna ja'an al maut. Wherever we are, death will come to us. Ayya mu'ajamin tashtari ashtari. Whichever dictionary you purchase, I'll purchase. Okay. That's it. We did that. Okay. Next, that's it. We've done all about shart and so on. Next point we are learning is about kam. Kam marratin qultali hakada. So there are 2 types of kam. One is called kam khabariya, the other is kam istifhamiya. Kam istifhamiya. So we learn kam istifhamiya. So like, how many books do you have? Kam kitaban indaka. How many books do you have? Now I don't want to say how many books do you have in the sense of questioning. I want to say how many books you have, right? Kam kitabin. This is called indaka. I'll have an exclamation now at the end, an exclamation at the end. It's not taking at the end, but kam kitabin indaka. So this khabariya, it'll make the following noun majroor. Majroor, it'll make it majroor. Yeah, khabariya is wonder. Khabariya is wonder. Khabariya means you're giving an information. That is like kam najman fi sama. How many stars are in the sky? You want to count. So you have to like, I had the same question. Next word majroor. Yes, khabariya will make the next word majroor. So if I want to do ta'ajjub, like how many stars in the sky? Wonder. So it'll become kam najmin fi sama. Kam najmin fi sama. This is called kam khabariya. Kam khabariya. And you can use plural also. Kam nujumin fis sama. You can use plural. It's not compulsory that you can use singular. You can use plural also. I mean, it's free for all. You can use it singular or plural. But it is majroor. Make it majroor. Next word. Next word should be majroor. Right. And you can use with min also. Right. Kam min, like zaida, right? It's tajub. So you can use kam min najmin fis sama. Kam min and kitabin indak. So it is like wonder. Come, like in the Quran, come min. He brings it later on, I guess. Come min fiatin. How many groups? Qalilatin, small army. Fia is a group or army. Kam min fiatin qalilatin ghalabat fiatan kathiratan. Ghalabat will overpower a big army. How does it happen? Bi-iznillah, with the permission of Allah. كم من فئة قليلة غلبت فئة كثيرة بإذن الله. See, now you can make sense of this ayah. You can understand it and feel the power of kam, khabari. Okay, so this is what he wants to explain in this point now. Kam marratin qulta li hakada. How marra means times. So how many times you have said to me like this? Right? You have got it. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Kam marratin khultali hakada. How many times you have said to me, or you told me like this? Hakada is like this, in this way. هذه كم الخبرية. This is كم الخبرية. ومعناها كثير, يعني many times. Right? Like we told, like we tell in our language also, I told you 100 times. It doesn't mean literally 100 times. Right? I mean, I didn't sit and count. It means many times, 1,000 times. Now, it means many times. Similarly here, how many times I told you? I mean, many times. I mean, I told you many times. كثير. فمعنى الجملة قلت لي هكذا مرات كثيرة. You have said to me like this, or you told to me like this, or you told me like this many times. مرات كثيرة. This is also mansuba, by the way. Don't be confused with this kasra, because it's jamma muannas salim and does not take a fatha. نذكر بعد أحكامها. We will mention some of its rulings. نذكر بعد الأحكام. حكم. What is حكم أحكام? عرفت أن كم استفهامية تمييزها منسوب. So you knew before, عرفت, you knew before that كم استفهامية, the كم of questioning, it should have singular منسوب, تمييز, right? تمييزها منسوب, it should be منسوب. نحو, for example, كم كتابا عندك. So you see here, how many books do you have? This is singular mansub, and this we've been seeing since book 1, no? Kam akhan laka. How many brothers in the 8th lesson? What did you say is mansub? After kam of questioning, singular mansub. Question. You want to ask a question. How many books do you have? How many brothers do you have? Kam akhan laka. Madina book 1, lesson number 18 we learned, right? Numbers, book 1. So how many brothers you have? How many sisters you have? Kam ukhtan laki or laka. Mansub, no? After questioning. Kam baitan indaka. How many houses do you have? After that is normal. That is the normal, and majority of the time you'll see that one itself, the questioning one. Now, kam kitaban indaka. See? Singular mansub. After kam. This is the obvious one. This is the majority one. وَيَجُوزُ جَرُّهُ إِذَا جُرَّتْ كَمْ بِحَرْفِ جَرٍ. But sometimes what can happen for this same kam. So it's giving additional detail, and it came in book 2 about this point, that he just gave a side point in book 2, that if you use a harfu jar, if you want to say become, right? Become, for how much? So you can say become riyalan hadha al-qalamu, become riyalin hadha al-qalamu. So you can make the kam amil here. The kam is acting upon riyal, so it becomes the normal mansub. Or you can make the b, the harfu jar ba, acting upon riyalin. So you can say become riyalan or become riyalin. For how much riyal? How many riyal is this pen? So this is kilahuma sahih. Both are fine. Right? Both are fine. Become riyalan or become riyalin. And he gave it an example in book 2 also. But generally, if you don't want to learn this, you can just remember that for questioning, put mansub. But there's a choice. What is used practically in speaking? When you're counting stuff, that is what is used. Practically, I don't know what is used. We have to look at the dialect. I think rialan is used. I don't know. For how many reals? Practically speaking, I mean, dialect, it depends on dialect what they use. Rialan or rialin, because there's no practicality, because it's for 1400 years ago, everything has changed. The dialects have totally changed the classical language. It's not like we live in the time of Sahaba, what is used, and then we can compare and go into the market and compare. But we can look at the scholars now, alhamdulillah, what they use and so on, and then we can find out what is used. For that, we should have knowledge about the scholarly work and so on. Amma tamyizu kamal khabariya. As for the kam of khabariya, fayajibu jarruhu, it is mandatory. Because how will you make a difference between questioning and wonder? Khabariya. فَيَجِبُ جَرُّهُ. It is mandatory that you make it majroor. فَيَجِبُ جَرُّهُ. It is mandatory that you make it majroor. Wajib. Because you won't get to know then. نحو كم نجم في السماء. كم نجم. Because this, if you make it najman and give an alif here, then it'll be like you're asking a question. No, you're not asking a question. Kam najmin fis sama. How many stars in the sky? Right? You're doing wonder. Najmin, majur. Waqad yujarru bi min. And sometimes you can add this min. Also, nahwu qawluhu ta'ala, like the saying of Allah, the statement of Allah. Kam min fi'atin qalilatin ghalabat fi'atan kathiratan bi'idhnillah. At how many small groups, ghalabat, overcome big groups, big armies, bi'idhnillah, with the permission. So it's not numbers which matter. Even if the Muslims are like the waves of the ocean, it doesn't matter. They will, if there's destruction written for them, it will be written. If you don't follow religion, your numbers won't matter at all. But if you have few who are believers, then they're enough for big numbers. So Allah has promised bi'idhnillah. What's the condition? You should have iman, faith. So this is khabariya. That's it. If you just remember one rule of khabariya, that is, it should be majroor after it. That's it. I mean, rest all you can add min. It's additional. It's just flavoring. Tamyizu kam al-istifhamiyya mufradun. Alhamdulillah. Kam al-istifhamiyya, the condition of tamyiz, it should be singular. Huh? For questioning kam, question kam, you have to use it singular. Like kam kitaban. Never can you make it as kam kutuban. No. That's wajib. That's compulsory. Amma tamyizu kamil khabariya. As for khabar, when you wonder, you can say plural also. It's free for all. For mufradun or majmu'un, you can use singular or plural. Jama also you can use. Majmu' also you can use. For example, kam kitabin qara'ata, kam kutubin qara'ata. How many books you read, or how many books you read? In English, we cannot literally translate both of them. But that's the beauty of Arabic. Kam kitabin or kam kutubin. You can say both. You have a choice. Wal ifradu aktharu ablagh. But again, ifrad is more used. Ifrad singular is more used. And ablagh is, it's more, more emphatic, more nice. What do you say? More good in the language, more fluent in the language. Ablagh, it has more balagha. You should use singular. So both of them use singular. Why do you want to use plural? But plural is, if you find some text, right? Like you find kam kutubin qarata, don't be shocked, because it's allowed. It's jaiz. Because we see it in the Arabs. So he's drawn here, divided into two parts. Kam al-istifhamiyya, kam al-khabariya. So kam istifhamiyya, kam kitaban indaka, and kam al-khabariya, kam kitabin indaka. Now this is one choice, kitabin indaka. This is only like you don't have any choice. This is mandatory. This is how it should be. But you can say kam kitabin indaka, or you can add a min, add some more flavoring, add some chocolate flavor, add min. Min is like, min zaida. You can add, for emphasis, you can add min, right? Or you want to use plural, more chocolates, you can use kam kutubin indaka. That's also your choice. But the basic cake is like this, kam kitabin. No? All right, so kam kitabin indaka. So difference between this and this is kitaban and kitabin. Maybe you can find some verses in the Quran and then compare. Let me show you corpus. And let's search for come. How many times did it come in the Quran? And see if you can find some come. Maybe let's zoom it a little bit. Yeah, 416 times. Oh, no, that's incorrect. It is taking lakum also. I mean, because it doesn't take like come. There's no tashkil, right? So lakum, I want just come. How many? Bikum, lakum, I want just come. Okay, how many here's here, right? قال الذين يظنون أنهم ملاقو الله. Oh, this is the same verse which you just read. كم من فئة قليلة غلبت. قال كم لبثت. You can use with verbs also. يعني كم وقتا لبثت. The tamyiz is hidden here. You could say قال كم لبثتم في الأرض. How many? And this is lakum lakum. I want how many. You can see how many again. Alam yaraw kam ahlakna min qablihim. See, this is ta'ajjub again. Kam ahlakna. Haven't they not seen how many we destroyed before them of people, khan, of tribes and people, min khanin. How many we destroyed. See, you can see this coming. You can see the power of it now. أَوَلَمْ يَرَوْا كَمْ أَهْلَكْنَا مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ مِنْ قَرْنٍ. And then how many and how many. وَكَمْ مِنْ قَرْيَةٍ. See, min is used again. وَكَمْ مِنْ قَرْيَةٍ أَهْلَكْنَاهَا فَجَاءَهَا بَاسُنَا بَيَاتًا أَوْ هُمْ خَائِلُونَ. And how many villages we've destroyed. And the basuna, you can the calamity came to them bayatan, in night, when they were sleeping, or they were qa'ilun. This qa'ilun doesn't mean speaking. This is a hamza. It's similar to qa'il, but this is qala yaqilu. Qala yaqilu is to sleep in the daytime, while they were sleeping in the daytime. So they're sleeping in the daytime and adhab came. Adhab came. So Allah is saying, how many we destroyed? And you're not the first person to reject. Many tribes Allah has destroyed. وَمَا ظَلَمْنَاهُمْ وَلَكِنْ كَانُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ يَظْلِمُونَ. But Allah did not do dhulm on them by destroying. وَكَمْ أَهْلَكْنَا مِنَ الْقُرُونِ مِنْ بَعْدِ نُوحٍ. After Nuh alayhi salam, we have destroyed so many. Because they were oppressing themselves for not accepting. Allah gave them so many signs. See, so many times. وَكَمْ أَهْلَكْنَا مِنْ قَرْيَةٍ بَطِرَتْ مَعِيشَتَهَا. And so on, so on, so on. Okay. Now, alhamdulillah. Now you can see this come, and then you can understand this is kam al-khabariya. It's called kam khabariya. Khabari. Why it's called kam khabariya? Because it's not insha'iyya. You're giving a khabar. We learn, I mean, if you do balagha, we learn that there are two types of statements. It's khabariya and insha'iyya. Khabari means you're giving a statement, and the person can say, but this is not literally khabari also, this is insha'iyya, maybe. But anyways, I'm just explaining khabariya. You can say, like, if I say you are a student, so the listener can say you're saying the truth or not, right? You can either say he's lying or he's saying the truth. But if I ask a question, right, how many books do you have? So can you say I'm saying that I'm lying or I'm saying the truth? You cannot. No, that's called insha. So ta'ajjub, this is like ta'ajjub. This is also insha. But this is not asking a question. Both are insha, I guess. Because this is also, you cannot say, if I wonder how many books are stars in the sky, or how many books do you have? You cannot say I'm lying. Okay, that's called insha. Anyways, how will kamil istifham fi mayali ila kamil khabariya? Very easy. From mansub, make it majroor. Kam riyalan ataytani. How many riyals did you give me? Now I have to make how many riyals you have given me. In English, how do you do that? I mean, you just have to change the tone of your, but in Arabic, it's very specific. And if you're reading it, you can see the amazement and wonder because of this majroor. So verb endings are superior ways of grammar. Now, many people don't like these endings of now, but these are superior than English or any other language. You do not have endings. Cases. So kam riyalin ataytani, just mansub to majroor, kam riyalin ataytani, because even if it's text, you can know that this is ta'ajjub khabariya. Kam riyalin ataytani. How many riyals did you give me? Kam taliban ghaba al-yawma? Naam, that's true. People who've studied languages can attest to that. Kam taliban ghaba al-yawma? How many students were absent today? Kam talibin ghaba al-yawma? He used min also. Kam min taliban ghaba al-yawma? How many students were absent today? So many students are absent today. Kam sa'atan nimta? How many hours did you sleep? Kam sa'atin nimta? Kam sa'atin nimta? Kam sa'atin nimta? Kam sa'atin nimta? And yeah, so alhamdulillah. This is kam min sa'atin nimta. Right? If somebody is sleeping the whole day, you can say this. Kam min sa'atin nimta ya akhi. How you've been sleeping for the whole day? How many hours did you sleep? How will Kamil Khabariya fil Jumla Kamil Sif? Now he's giving a reverse exercise. So everything he'll not leave you like, okay, you understood, let's move on to the next topic. No, no, no. He'll give one exercise like this, one exercise the reverse way. So that it sits in your head. Again, he wants to do the reverse of it. So change Kam Khabariya to Kam Istifhamiya. Kam babin lil masjid al haram. Kam baban from majrur to masjid. How many doors for masjid al haram? So many doors, right? 60, 70. People who have gone, they know, and you can see this. Yeah, you can see the map like 60, 70 doors of 50, 40, whatever. So many gates. Now, kam min masjidin fi hadhihi al-madinati as-saghirati. How many masjids in this small city? Kam masjidan. You drop the min and make it masjid. And you can see the answers. Kam masjidan fi hadhihi al-madinati as-saghirati. Kam dawain tatanawalu. Tanawala yatanawalu is form 6. How many dawas you have? How many medicines you have? Tanawala, tatanawala, you have. Form 6. We'll learn inshallah form 6 in lesson number 21, 2021. Inshallah, it's coming. All these forms are coming. Inshallah. How many dawas you have? How many medicines? Kam dawa'an tatanawalu. And then he wants to make sure. So the teacher, yunabbihul mudarrisu tullaba, the teacher should make the students understand that. He should make them note that at-tanghim al-khas bi kulli min kafisa wa kamil khabariya. At-tanghim al-khas. What is tanghim? I don't know what is tanghim. Tanghim. Let me just check. Al-khas tanghim. Tanghim al-khas. Oh, tone. Tanghim is naghama yunaghimu tanghiman. Toning, the intonation of your voice. It has a specific intonation, no? Come Taliban is fine. You have the tone of this thing. No? Tone of this thing. So come min najmin fis sama. Yeah? You should not say come min najmin fis sama. It's not like a question, no? You have to have the tajub tone. بكل من الكم الاستفهام وكم الخبرية. علامة الترقيم الخاصة بكل منهما. The ترقيم is the dots and the what do you call it? Punctuation marks, especially which is so question mark will come for khabari istifhamia, and khabariya will have is the exclamation. Remember, this was not there in the classical language. This was added later on to make it more easy. Now. Then, okay, this is done. This is done of come. Come is done. Next we have hatta. Types of hatta. Two types of hatta. Next topic is hatta's two types. Hatta's two types. So what are the two types? فَدَخَلْتُ حَتَّى لَا أَشْغَلَكَ. So I entered so that I do not disturb you. Or yeah. هُنَا حَتَّى بِمَعْنَى. So here حَتَّى بِمَعْنَى لَامُ التَّعْلِيل. So that. So hatta has the same meaning as so that. That's why. That's why. لَامُ التَّعْلِيل. So this hatta we have not seen it before. So this now is hatta ay likaila ashghalaka. If you don't want to use hatta, you can use likaila. Likaila also means so that, right? And anlan kai idan. Kai also makes it mansub. Ashghalaka. Hatta also make it mansub. Hatta. Hatta, there's an unhidden, right? Hatta, if it comes before the verb. Now, hatta an ashghalaka. So لِكَيْ لَا أَشْغَلَكَ. So one hatta means so that. وَيَكُونُ الْفِعْلُ الْمُضَارِعُ بَعْدَهَا مَنْصُوبًا بِأَنْ مُضْمَرَةً وُجُوبًا. And the fi'l mudari has to be mansoob because it is madmumatan, mudmaratan wujuban. It is hidden, mandatorily hidden. Mudmara means hidden. Mustatiran. And mudmara means mustatir, hidden. Mudmaratan wujuban, mandatory. You cannot bring after hatta an. No, no, it's mandatory. You should hide it. So some people say no, there's no unhidden, and hatta itself makes it mansub. That's incorrect. Always there are only four. An, lan, kai, idan. The different school of thought say no, hatta is also no. It's not. It's not only these four. So anytime you see apart from this four, like li, hatta, lam of ta'lil, we learned in the previous lessons, right? And yeah, and hatta, right? There's unhidden mudmaratan wujuban. Tamarin, he gives some examples of these hatta, two types of hatta. So one, I mean, he did not give names, right? So اقرأ الجمل الآتية مع ضبط الأفعال الواقعة بعد حتى وتعيين معنى حتى. So he wants us to help us to distinguish, right? The author, Hafidahullah, he wants us to distinguish between the two types of hatta, speaking the meaning of hatta. So there are two types. So he gave us this one, right? Previous classes we learned the second time, that is till, and this is the common majority one, right? Till. Hatta means in Urdu also we use hatta, but if you use so that, we use hatta ke in Urdu. Take, take ye kaam ho jaye. That take was actually hatta ke, I think from what I understand. ना मैं गया वहाँ ताके ये हो जाए. That take, I think it came from hatta. But anyways, this hatta is till. I mean, two types of hatta. One is till, time, till. And the other is so that. And you can easily identify it, like we see in example. Ashtahidu layla nahara hatta anjaha bitaqdiri mumtazin. So you can help me with this. I worked hard day and night. I passed with good marks. So which hatta is this? Till I passed with good marks? Or so that, nam, so that. And you can see the meaning, right? Hatta so that, hatta is so that. Because till I pass, it doesn't make sense. Until, you can say that in English, until I pass. But no, until I pass, you can do that. No, you can do that. But so that is more clear when we know that this hatta is different from until. Intazir hatta atawadda'a. Please put haraka. Where? Anjaha. Yeah, anjaha, yeah. Yes, they become lazier, huh? For harakat. Previous reader book, there's to have for every word there's to put. But then that's, I mean, for important words. Oh, sorry. They didn't become lazy, stuck with, because the exercises vocalize the verb following it. That's why they stuck with. I blame them. No. They want us to vocalize it, and they feel now we should know it. No, this is exercise about vocalizing. I'm simply blaming them. Okay, hatta anjaha. Anjaha. You can see the exercise. I mean, hatta anjaha. They want us to make us understand. Anjaha. Now here that is anjaha. Okay. Intazir hatta atawadda. This is until. Hatta atawadda. Till, yes. Wait until I do wudu. So that I do wudu? No. It doesn't make sense. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم said لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب. Sorry, استغفر. يحب. Oh yes. Okay. Why did you do this, yuhibba? I don't know about this. You should do it, no? Even if it is ila, I mean, atawadda'a. See, he made it mansub here. Hatta yuhibba li akhihi ma yuhibbu li nafsihi. I don't know about this. Why didn't you make it mansub? Yuhibba. I'm not sure why he didn't do it. Yeah, because every other place you see, he'll make it mansub. Hatta yuhibbu li akhihi ma yuhibbu li nafsihi. Let's see the hadith on the website. I think it's yuhibbu itself. But what's the rule? Why didn't they skip that? Alan, what's that? La yu'minu ahadukum. This is what? Which hadith is this? They didn't give? Okay. La yu'minu ahadukum hatta yuhibbu li akhihi ma yuhibbu li nafsihi. Yeah, I think it's yuhibbu. But akhrajahu, where is it? You have to make it mansub. Why didn't they make it? No idea. La adri. Let's see sunnah.com and see. They give tashkil here. La yu'minu ahadukum hatta yuhibba. No, it is yuhibba. It is, we are correct. Yes. See, I'll show you the hadith. It should be yuhibba. Correct. These guys made a mistake here. See? La let me click on this Sahih Muslim hadith. Huh? Why is this? La yu'minu ahadukum hatta yuhibba. Hatta yuhibba. It has a fatha. Hatta yuhibba li akhihi ma yuhibbu li nafsihi. I can zoom it if you want. Yeah. See, we are right. Hatta yuhibba li akhihi ma yuhibbu. Yuhibba. See, yuhibba fatha. Nam. Nice. That's why you should not listen to answers. Okay. Typo error, yes. That was making me doubt. Did I forget any other rule of hatta? But there are many rules anyways. La yuminu ahadukum hatta yuhibba li akhihi ma yuhibbu li nafsihi hatta yuhibba. Until this means none of you believes until it is built. I mean, he loves for his brother what he loves for himself. Same yuhibba is used in the Quran also. With hatta. We'll see in the Quran, inshallah, all hattas. Hatta, I think we'll get all of them. Because kam, it was mixed with kum, so we didn't get all of them. But hatta, we can find out, inshallah. In the Quran, we'll see. وقال عليه الصلاة والسلام لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى أكون أحب إليه من والده وولده والناس أجمعين. أحب habibun ahabu, it should be ahab, no, ahaba, yeah. La yuminu ahadukum hatta akuna. None of you should believe until I become beloved to him from his parents and his son and all of these people. Bimana ila. This also atta means ila, until. This is the majority, this, so that is from what I know, it's not that. Let's see in the Quran anyways. خرجت من البيت مبكرا حتى لا أتأخر عن الموعد. I left from the house early so that I do not become late. تأخر يتأخر is to become late. I do not become late from the appointed time. قال المدير للطالب. The principal said to the student, لن أسمح لك بالحضور حتى تعتذر إلى المدرس. I will not allow you to attend until, right? Yeah, until. You can see the answers. Until. Last one is also يعتذر is to give an excuse. Until you give an excuse to the teacher. نعم. حتى تعتذر. اعتذار. And then he gives another example. Make sentences, right? Everything he wants to make us understand properly. Make sentences using hatta on the pattern of the example with the help of the verb given below. Al-mithal, intazir hatta atawadda. Wait until I do wudu. Al-bas, ashrabul qahwa, nasma'ul akhbar, aktubu risalata ya'udun. So he wants to say, wait until I dress. Wait until I drink coffee. Wait, until we listen to the news. So easy. Intazir hatta albasa. Intazir hatta ashrab al qahwata. انتظر حتى نسمع الأخبار. انتظر حتى أكتب الرسالة. Wait until I write a letter. انتظر حتى يعودوا. We'll drop the nun because hatta you have to make it mansub, right? So drop the nun until they return. You can see the answers. انتظر حتى ألبس. Wait until I dress up. انتظر حتى أشرب القهوة. Wait until I drink coffee. انتظر حتى نسمع الأخبار. Wait until I listen to the news. انتظر حتى أكتب الرسالة. Wait until I write a letter. انتظر حتى يعود. عاد يعود is to return. رجع. Okay, that's it for hatta. Let's see some examples for hatta in the Quran. How many times did it come in the Quran? The corpus. Hatta. Let's search for hatta. 142 times. 142 times. So you see, وَإِذْ قُلْتُمْ يَا مُوسَى لَن نُؤْمِنَ لَكَ حَتَّى نَرَى اللَّهَ. This is until. We won't believe you until we see Allah. I mean, how daring people, huh? People of Musa. We want to see Allah jaharatan, directly, I mean, clearly. Hatta yaqula. See, nara, you cannot see the fatha, anyways. Hatta yaqula. Yaqulani became yaqula, mansub. وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ حَتَّى يَقُولَا. The two angels came, Harut, Marut, until they told. This is not until. See, this is the majority. That's what I told. See, all are until. I don't know. So that. اتخذتم سخريا حتى أنسوكم ذكري. Maybe they translated all as maybe they translated all as until. Oh, for. Oh, we found one for. وفي ثمود إذ قيل لهم لم تمتعوا حتى حين. Until a time, for a time. They translated it all as until. So even if you don't know this rule, it's fine, huh? Because while translation, let's see, hatta bimana ila, no, bimana kai fil Quran. Maybe we can find some examples like this if you search. Lam taqu hatta, no, hatta latifa qad mana al-kufiyun. It has not come. I don't know. Some people are saying it does not come like this. There are like so many hattas they've given. Hatta atifa. If you want, I can show you this website. Please repeat yaudun. Ada yaudu, drop the noon, no? Intazir hatta yaudun. Yaudu. Ila an wa kai. In the Sibawal Malati fi mana ila, fine. Kai. It's not giving وقاتلوا حتى لا تكون فتنة. We can guess this and fight them so until there's no fitna. ويكون الدين لله. ويكون الدين لله. Until, you can translate this hatta, so that, fight them so that there's no fitna. So that's why it says ihtamalat. It is possible. Yeah? You can understand from that. So okay. So it's not such a clear cut, no? I mean, ihtimal, there's ihtimal. Ila or kai. Zamakhshari and all that. Okay. You have to go deep into hatta. Hatta tafi'a ila amrillah. Until. Okay. But in English, they translate all as until. No issues. And next point we have. So I think that is clear. Yaudu. Ada yaudu, yauduna, drop the yaudu. Next point is i'lanan. Ha ismu fi'lin bimana khudh. I think he brought this before also. Ha. No, he did not, I guess. Ha just means take. Take. And they wanted to use a shortcut, so ha, take. Khudh, take. Like ha al-kitaba ya aliyu. Actually it is ha al-kitaba ya aliyu. Take this book, O Ali. We learned one more khudh, if you remember, in lesson number 2 ilayka. Ilaykum. Ilaykum also means here it is. I mean, here to use. Ilayka al-kitaba ya Ali. Right? Ilayka is also used. Ilayka ismul fa'il means khudh. Ha'a is also khudh. Ha'umul, so the plural of ha'a is ha'um, ismul fa'il. Ha'umul kitaba ya ikhwatu. Ha'um, take the book, O brothers. Ha'um. And then ha'il kitaba ya aminatu, take the book, O Amina. Or ilayki. Ha'unnal kitaba ya akhawatu, take this book, O sisters. Ha'unnal kitaba ya akhawatu. And with tanzil, it comes in the Quran. Ha'umuqra'u kitabiyah. Ha'umuqra'u. Ha'um. Why ha'um? Plural, no? Take and read this. Iqra'u kitabiyah. Why did they add a ha? This is a ha sakt. We can add this at the end. Kitabiyah for stopping or poetry and so in the Quran it's very common, this ha of stopping. Kitabiyah. Kitabi, and then you give it a fatha and then add a ha. Ha umuqra'u kitabiyah. Take and read my book. So the good people will say in Haqqa, this is in Haqqa, take and read my book. Read my book. This was all about a small point about ha'um. Take. So this ha'um. Ha'um qura'u kitab. Didn't get this one. Please repeat. Didn't get this one. Which one? Ha'um. Ha'a. So they've just used ismul fa'il. You know ismul fa'il? We learned amin. Right? So there's a noun. Some noun they made it like this. It doesn't follow the pattern of anything else. And the meaning of verb, like amin means what? Accept. Ilaika means what? To you, but literally it means to take. Similarly, ha'a means to take. Ha'a. Uffin, we learned uff also, no? Uff. Uff means I'm tired of you. No? Similarly, ha'a means take. So, khud al-kitab. Instead of take the book, I can say ha al-kitab. It's just a shortcut way of saying ha al-kitab. Ha al-kitab. And for plural, I'll use ha'um. Ha'umul kitaba ya ikhwatu. Ha'umul daftara. Ha'umul shaya. Take the tea. Ha'um. So in the Qiyamah, the nice person, the righteous person will say, Ha'umuqra'u kitabiya. Take, read my book. Read my book. He'll be given with the right hand row. Ashabul Yamin. And he'll say, read it. Naam, alhamdulillah. So this is all about ha'um. Ha'umuqra'u kitabiya. Is there something in between them? Any conjugation? Yeah, just 4 of them. Ha'a, ha'um, ha'i, ha'unna. That's it. It's come only once in the Quran from what I know. Ha'um has come only once in the Quran. Yeah, this is best, no? Ha'um. We learned like ha huwa dha, if you remember in book 2 somewhere. There was a scorpion under the table. Ha huwa dha, here it is. Something like this, yeah? Ha huwa dha. Ha hiya dhi for feminine. And then ha ulai, ha hunna ulai. Same thing like this. Ha'um has only come in the Quran once. Only in Surah Haqqa from what I found out. Next point. So this is the 3 things we've learned till now. 1, kam khabariya. 2nd, hatta, 2 types of hatta. And 3rd is ha'a. 3rd is ha'a. 4th thing today. Saghir asmalat. Yeah, we should make it musaghar. Diminutive. So we learned diminutive. No, why do they like diminutive? The various ways you want to make it diminutive. Right. One is to show small, like Jabalun. There's a mountain. I want to say small mountain. So Jubail. So on the pattern of Fu'ail. Jubail. Hassan. The Prophet named the first child Hassan. Ali radiallahu anhu, second child he named him Hussein. Hussein. Very easy. So if it is 3 letters, 1, 2, 3. Make it on the pattern of Fu'ail. Sahalun, easy. Suhail. Suhail is a name also, no? Small, easy or something. Suhail. Easier. Suhail. Sahalun, Suhail. Sahal, Suhail. Small Sahal is called Suhail. That is fine. But why is he bringing it back again? Because 4 letters now. Kitabun. Kitabun. How do I make it small? So I cannot say Kutaib. Kutaib, no, because that they already have a alif here. So you change that into a ya, and 2 yas are coming. So it will become Kutayib. You give it a tajdeed, it becomes Kutayib. Booklet, Fu'ayil. So 4 letters, you make it like Fu'ayil. So instead of fu'ail, add another ya. That's it. Just a pattern. There's a lot more detail. I mean, I'm learning surf, and that's there's so many conditions and this that of this, like 2 hours or 3 hours class for this, just for making diminutive. But he made it very simple and just told us this is how you make it. I mean, khalas. But why did it become a ya and so on? There's a lot more to it. Even I forgot those rules. But kitabun becomes kutayyib. So ghulam will become what? Small son or small slave. You'll make what? Wulayyim. Yes. Wulayyim. Walad wulayyid. Ghulam wulayyid. Himar. Humayyir. Small donkey. Humayyir. Himar Humayyir. They changed. Himar is Humayyir here. The answers are different here. Ta'am Tu'ayyim. Small food. Little food is called Tu'ayyim. Jabal Jubayyil. That's it. I mean, he just taught us this Jubayyil. In this book, we have Qindil also. Walad is also that. They added a lot more nouns here. Waladun, Wulaid. Fu'ailun. Qindilun, Qunaydil. So you add one more ya. Fu'ail pattern. In the ultimate Arabic, they added some more words. Usfur, Usayfir. Same pattern, just add two more yards. Fu'ail. So instead of Fu'ail, it becomes Fu'ail. Jabal is Jubail. Qarib Khurayyib. Ta'am Tu'ayyim. Jafar. Jafar Ju'ayfir. Small Jafar is called Ju'ayfir. Sarir Surayyir. Himar Humayyir. And so on. Just make it small. Try to Jubail. Yeah, Jubail is a place in Saudi also, I guess. I work in Jubail. This is the fourth thing which we're learning. Then we have general exercises. Hati mudari al-af'al al-atiyati. Shaghala. Shaghala is to be busy, no? Shaghala yashghulu. Yashghalu. Hamza ha ain ha ghain kha. Still it is fatha, okay? Shaghala yashghalu. Ghain is throat letter, no? Yeah. Shaghala yashghalu. Fatha. Rahima yarhamu, to have mercy. Fata yafutu, to pass. Something to pass, or fata is to lose. Naja yanju, to pass. This passing is the train will pass. You'll miss the train, no? This is missing. Fawat. Faut means pass. In Urdu, faut is also means death, I think. Faut. Naja yanju, to pass. This is passing in an exam. Naja yanju. Naja yanju. Ghasha. Ghasha yaghushu, to deceive someone. Ghasha yaghushu, to deceive someone. Man ghashana falaysa minna. Faza yafuzu, like faza yafuzu, like qala yaqulu, to pass again, to succeed. Zara yazra'u, to sow. Man jadda wajada. It was what? Manzara hasada. Ma zarata hasatta. Something like that. Whatever you sow, you'll reap. Hasada is to reap, harvest. Hasada yahsudu, to harvest. Ghalaba yaghlibu, to overcome. Ghalaba yaghlibu, bab daraba. Asa yasi. Yes, asa yasi is to disobey. Asa yasi, disobey. Asi is the disobeyer, who's disobey. Samata yasmutu, to be silent. Samata. Man samata najah. Whoever is silent, he has become successful. Turn these verbs into mudara. Sajjala. So this is form 2, by the way. It will come in the next lesson. And he's giving this all these forms. Sajjala yusajjilu, to record. This is form 2. How do you know it's form 2? Because Jim, Ain Kalima is double, no? Sabbata yusabbitu, to make firm. Saddaqa yusaddiqu. These are all teasers for the coming lessons. Shadda. That's why you should go back and do Madina books again, because he used these verbs and you have to practice this, right? Saddaqa yusaddiqu, to believe. Ghayyara yughayyiru. Ghayyara yughayyiru, to change, because he didn't teach this, but still is bringing them, because he cannot bring sentences now without these. Adraka yudriku. He tried to shield you till now, but now he cannot shield you from the sun. This is the language, actual language. Adraka yudriku, all these forms. Form 4, adraka yudriku, to know, to make someone know, I think. Adraktu is also to attain. Ata'a yuti'u, to follow. Aghna yughni, to make someone rich or independent. You can see the answers. Aghna yughni, amana yu'minu, to believe. This is form 4 again. Ishtaraka ishtariku, form 8, to participate. I'tadara ya'tadiru, to give an excuse. Ihtarama yahtadimu, to ihtiram, to respect. Ittaqa yattaqi, to have taqwa. Ta'akhara yata'akharu, to delay or late, come late. Tatawwa yatatawwa'u, to do an act voluntarily. Tatawwa is to do nafil things. Tatawwa. Yata'allamu, ta'allama, allama, allama yu'allimu. They give yata'allam, but it's allama. Form 2 again, yu'allimu. Istaghfara yastaghfiru, to believe, I mean to ask forgiveness. Form 10, istifada yastafidu, to benefit. Istifada, I think. Istaykhada yastaykhadu, to wake up. Ashraka yushriku, form 4, to associate partners with Allah. Now, if you don't understand this form, don't worry. It'll come. All this will come in the future. These are just trailers. Laiha, plural of laiha is what? Lawai. What was laiha? A notice board. I don't know laiha. I forgot. Okay, maybe it'll come in this thing. We'll see that time in the vocabs. What is easy? List. Oh, list. Laiha. No, not list. The verbs are easy. I have. Lauha was notice board. What is this laiha? Slate. It says slate. Register. Okay. Lawaihe. Udhrun adar. The verbs, alhamdulillah. Udhrun adar. Alhamdulillah. People run away from surf and morphology. People run away, very scared. Nahu, at least they'll somehow try to breathe in the ocean, but surf, morphology, they like, because Nahu, at least it appeals to your understanding part of the brain. I don't know what it's called, your cognitive ability. You understand and then you can do it. But sarf is more like, this is the way it is, memorize, khalas. Fa'ala becomes yufa'ilu, khalas. You just have to get used to it, like practice. You have to just build your muscle memory. So that's why people don't like it. The morphology of verbs, it's just the way. Istafala yastafilu, khalas. There's no, you cannot make yastiful, nothing. There's no reason why it became like that. You can guess, and there are reasons, of course, but it's not like perfect reasons. Jaizatun, jawaiz, silahun, asliha. But once you get used to it, khalas, it's, you don't even have to think about it. It's like driving a car. Once you understand how to drive, you just, it's in your, even if someone wakes you at the middle of the night and asks you to drive a car, you'll be able to, right? Oh, oh no, I only remember the daytime, how to drive. Amir Umara, Dawaun Adwiya. What's the meaning of these words? Laiha, I think it's a slate. It says, let's see if it's in the vocabulary. Udhrun is excuse. Adar, Jaiza, prize. Silahun is weapon. There was a hadith, no? Man hamala. Whoever bears weapon against us, he's not from us. Falaysa minna. Man hamala silaha alayna. Plural. Asliha is the plural. And Amir is Amirul Mu'minin, the leader. Umara is the plural. Umara'u. And Dawaun is Dawa Adwiya. Let's see the vocabulary. No, I mean, yeah, I lost the page. Let me just search. Which lesson is this? Oh, exactly, lesson 15. Let's read all the vocabs. There's so many here, vocabulary. Let's read, inshallah. You can try to memorize whatever you can, but it's okay if you don't. It'll take a lot of time because each lesson will have now 30, 40 words. Ghaba yaghibu ghiyaban, to be absent. Ikhtaba ikhtiyabun, to backbite. Ghaibun, absent. Ghibatun, backbiting. Kamala, kamalan, to be or become complete. Kamala. Kamal. Kamala is a name also. Kamala Harris. Ghabatun, forest. Kamilun, complete. It should be Kamula, I guess, but he says Kamala Yakmulu. Kamula is also used, I guess. Hamma Yahummu, to concern. Adina Ya'adhanu, to permit. Hamun, important. Hada Shay'un Hamun, important. Istadana Ista'adhan, to ask permission. Fassala Fassir, to deal in detail. Laihatun, rules and regulations. Oh, okay. Rules and regulations. Lawaiha. Somewhere they've used laiha. Nassa Yanussu, it comes with ala, he says. Nassa, stipulate, lay down. Nassa Yanussu. Tawa Qaidahu, to strike the name of register, to fold. Tawa is to fold. Yawma natwis sama, the day when we fold the sky. Adara udran ma'adira, to excuse. Adara, to excuse. Udrun, excuse. Ma'azira. Adara is to excuse. Okay. Adara is to excuse, not to seek an excuse, but to excuse someone, he says. Mahma, whatever. Qabila, to accept. Fasala yafsulu, to separate. Yafsilu. Fasala, to separate. Fasl, no, classroom, you separate everything. Cut. Yawmul fasl, day of judgment. People will be separated. Asifa yasafu, to feel sorry. Asif, ana asif, sorry. Ha'a, ha'um, ha'i, ha'unna. Ismul fa'il, take. Qassa, qasasan, to narrate. Qissatun, narration. Qisas. Qisas is the jama, plural. Qisas. So, qassa, qasasan, and qissa, qisas. Both are used then. Qasas and qisas. Kutayyibat, booklets. Qisasun nabiyin or qasasun nabiyin. Hina, dharfu zaman. Hina means when, at the time, when. Mufidun, useful. Hin is time, period of time. Ishtaraka ishtariku, sabaqa yusabiqu, to participate, to run a race. Sabaqa. Ya fasabiqu ila maghfiratim. Fasabiqu ila maghfiratim min rabbikum wa jannatin arduha ka'ardi as-samai wal ard. Compete, to compete. Sabiq. I'tadhara, to apologize. I'tadhara is to apologize. Form 8. Musabaqa, contest. Thabata yathbutu, to stand firm. Thabit. Sajjala, tasjil. Raja yaju, to hope. Thabbata, to fix, consolidate, strengthen. Fasabbata alladhina amanu. Istata yastatiu, istata'an, to be able to. Hawa yahwi, to contain. Aunun, help. Ada ya'udu, to return. Fa'in uttum udna. If you return, I'll return. We will return. Ada ya'udu i'yada. Oh, this another verb, by the way. Ada ya'udu is to visit a patient. Same like ada ya'udu, master is different. I'yada, to visit a patient. Thamma and thammata, there. So hunaka, thamma, thammata, all of them may mean there. Hunaka. Hunalika is also used. Hunalika, there. Hunaka, thamma, thammata, hunalika. Thumma is then. Thamma, thammata, there. Khasidun, loser. Lahiqa ilhaqu, to become attached. Lahiqa, attached. Iltahaqa is to join. Form 8. Adraka, to overtake. Darsun idafi, additional lecture. Istafada, istafidu, to benefit. Ihtasaba, ihtisab. Iyada is a clinic. Where? Iyada. Ihtasaba, ihtasibu. To do so, to please. Lama yalumu, to blame. Fiqra, paragraph, section, passage. Fiqrat, fiqar. Section, passage. Salaha, salahan, to be good. Salaha yasluhu. Au means nasara. Istafama, to ask, inquire. Jaizatun, prize. Hasala, husulan, to obtain. Istaykhada, istiqad, to wake up. Taba yatubu tawbatan, to repent. Man's turning to Allah in repentance. Azim, mighty, great. Mawdu', subject, subject matter. Mawdu' also means fabricated, by the way. Hadithun mawdu', something which is placed, fabricated. Faza yafuzu fawzan, to be successful. Samata yasmutu samtan. Samata, quiet. Samat. Man samata najah. Munkar, didduhul ma'ruf. Munkar means prohibited, bad acts. Adaf, weakest. Mutanabbi, nickname of the famous Arabic poet Abu Tayyib. Literally one falsely claiming to be prophet. Mutanabbi, Abu Tayyib. Ikhtarana, ikhtiran, to be linked, joined. Zulal, al-ma'u zulal. So he gave a share, no? He has many. Mutanabbi is very famous. But in this lesson, he brings that even if you have a poisonous mouth, then even if you have pleasant cold water, you'll find it bitter. Adatun, word denoting grammatical tool, instrument. Balagha yablu bulughan, to reach amount. Hukmun, judgment. Jaza yajuzu, to be permissible. Baligh, eloquent, conforming to the rules of rhetoric. Wajaba yajibu, to be obligatory. Jama, jaman, jamun, plural, to gather. So many. Afrad, to render a word singular. Mufradat, words. Ijtama, yajtamiu, to come together. So jama is gather, ijtama is to come together. Hawala is to change, transform. Hawala is to try. Hawala, very important word, because hawaltu, I tried. Hawaltu an udarris al-lughat al-arabiyya. I tried to teach Arabic language. Walakin la astati'u dhalik. But I'm not able to. Ata yuti, to give. Istihala, to be impossible. Tan'im, intonation. Tanghim. Tanghim is intonation, voice modulation. Tanawala, to take with hand. To tanawala, to take with hand, to take drink, food or medicine. Tanawala. Tanawulu ta'am. Tanawulu dawa. Khassa yakhussu, to concern, have relevance. Khindil, lamp, candle. Alamatu tarqim, punctuation mark. Tawadda yatawaddau, to perform wudu. Shagala yashghulu, shaglan, to occupy. Naja, to escape. Fata, fautan, fawatan, to escape. Zara, yazru, yazrau, to sow seeds. Ghasha yaghushu, to act dishonestly. Rahima yarhamu, to have mercy. Hasada yahsudu or yahsidu, to harvest, reap. Musajjil, tape recorder. Musajjil, tape record. Ghalaba yaghlibu, to subdue, conquer, overcome, overpower. Asa yasi, ghayyara, to change. Saddaqa, to believe. Last page, finally. Apa, to obey. Aghna yughni, to make someone rich. Amana yumini, to believe. Ittaqa ittaqi, to be mindful of Allah. Tatawwa'a yatatawwa, to volunteer. Istaghfar, to seek forgiveness. Ta'allama yata'allamu, to learn. Istaykhadha, to wake up. Mashghulan, busy. That's mashghul. Ihtarama, to honor, respect. Amir, commander. We become late today, sorry. I didn't see the time. Silah, weapon. Asliha, uzrun is excuse. Azad. But we finished. Shagala yashghulu mashghul. Where was it? Shagala? Shagala, shagl. Shagl, mashghul is the ismul file. Please go slow. Which one? Please go slow. I've finished. Anyways. Shagala yashghulu shaglan. Shaglan is busyness. Mashghul is I am busy. Mashghul is maf'ul pattern. Okay. Tatawwan, to volunteer. You can go through this, inshallah. I mean, vocabulary, anyways. Okay. Alhamdulillah. We finished this. We have 3 more lessons to finish before we do a review. Right? Before we do this review, inshallah. Lesson 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And 3 more lessons. Lesson number 16. This is 16. And this is a little long again. Obviously, all are long from here. Not that long. Maybe. This is form 2. Form 2. And then he'll teach us form 4. Form 4. Form 4. This is form 4. So we should understand 2 and 4. 2 and 4. That's it. And then we'll do. Now we get. Yes, khalas now. Everything is verbs now. For the next 10, 11 lessons, 12 lessons, 11 or 12 lessons, it's all verbs. And this is the real Arabic which he was hiding us from till now. So, and then he'll teach us one lesson, which is lesson 18, which is a mix of form 2 and form 4, to teach us that it becomes meaning of these form 2 and form 4, that it is used for intensive and extensive form. Inshallah. From here we get verbs. Khalas, now this is what we were waiting for. This is the main, how do you say, meat and potatoes of the language, the form mazid fi. 3 more lessons, inshallah, and we will we will do this. Do what? A review, inshallah, from lesson 12 to 18. And after this, we are finished. We are done with this book. And then we'll go back to Ultimate Arabic book. We don't have these colorful books anyways. Inshallah ta'ala. We need what? We need this lesson. Yeah, and there are other rules also, by the way. In between, he'll bring us so many rules. Inshallah ta'ala, barakallahu feek. Jazakallahu khairan. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. See you in the next class, inshallah. From now on, please try to understand all the forms, inshallah, and don't be scared of them. Oh, 6-letter verbs or 7. They are easy, inshallah. It just takes a lot of practice and, inshallah, build a muscle memory about it, inshallah ta'ala. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Inshallah, alhamdulillah. I just removed the shock factor from the verbs, inshallah, of the form 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. There's 11 and 12 and 13 and 14 also, but we won't learn 11, 12, 13, 14 in Harvey Benedict books. Alhamdulillah. Now, okay, Jazakallahu khairan. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.